We're live.
We're live in the garden.
Aimee, okay, so for those that do not know who this is, because we get new followers all the time, this is my sister. We have there's 4 girls, and there's 3 boys in our family.
I'm the darkie.
She's the dark, which actually I could be dark too.
Just let those roots
Just
go.
let those roots go
Just
wild.
let those roots go wild.
But
we're about to get into nature
We're the
and go
closest in
natural.
age. We're the closest. So I'm the baby, and then she's the one right next to me.
Number 6, number 7.
Yeah, 6 and 7. Okay, Amy's like, we've already shown the garden.
There's not much to show in the garden.
But we want to talk about it.
Okay,
just
we're gonna
for
talk
2
about it.
minutes, because we're doing a pasta that's on your meal plan tonight that is so good with the fresh tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
But Aimee has never been a garden
I have
pro.
never gardened before in my life until last year. And so anybody can do it if I can do it. I'm not a horticulturalist. How do you say it, Mom? I botched it. Anyways, I'm not one of those people. And I don't know that much about it, but I had a desire to do it. So if you have a desire to do it, I think you can do it. My husband did most of the work, but being out in nature is good for your emotional well-being and it's proven to be good for your health emotionally and physically. You get to connect with nature. A lot of people that suffer from depression, it gives them a sense of like
Self-worth?
They get to come out here and actually nurture something. It's like a baby. You get to come out here, you get to plant some seeds, and you get to watch it grow, and you get to take care of it, and you get to touch it and be part of it. And I mean, I think all of you can think back to a garden that you saw when you were a kid or sometime in your life that you thought, ooh, I love it. You get to almost like fantasize. It's almost like, that's why I think fairy gardens are so popular right now.
Yeah.
Little kids get to get in there and they get to literally fantasize about their little, I don't know.
It says you both are beautiful. So fun. You should share your makeup routine.
I don't have a makeup routine.
We get that all the time. I have a makeup routine.
So she can show you. I don't.
Amee's just natural, I guess.
It's called mascara and a few things. Anyways, so we're going to show you our tomatoes because we're cooking. How do you turn it, Lizzie? So we've just got green peppers, bell peppers, and there's a red one in there that we're going to use in some pasta this week. And mostly these tomatoes, which have been super easy to grow. Plant them in the ground, give them some water, and these orange ones,
wild.
I have to say these orange ones this year, which Lizzie, let's see if we can see the tag. Go down here, look at these. These Sun Sugar tomatoes have been my favorite this year by far. Look at these orange, look at these, Lizzie. They're amazing.
They look amazing.
These orange ones are by far my favorite. So look for that particular brand because it's been a real success for me. I didn't go with very many large tomatoes. I went with one, what does this say? 4th of July tomato. I did do these and they're pretty good, but a lot of the larger tomatoes up here where it's cold, they take too long to mature. So we're going to take these fresh.
Smaller anyways.
We're going to take, the smaller ones, but these orange ones, Mom, this year have been incredible. So we're going to take these smaller ones inside and what, Grandma, what are you going to make us?
Make a pasta. So it's our cherry tomato and basil fresh pasta that's on the menu tonight. And the great thing about following our recipes is that you get to know the recipes that you love and look forward to. And I know that this is one that we love and look forward to.
Especially with fresh tomatoes.
Fresh ingredients in all of our recipes, like
It makes
especially
all the
when we talk
difference.
about the salt and the kamut. All these things are what are going to take you to the next level. Okay?
Yeah.
You're going to be out of here, and then you're going to be out of here.
But there's
We're-
nothing more fun than looking at these incredible mountains
And being outside.
and being outside
too, Aimee. But
with family and friends. There's nothing more beautiful than this. And Aimee and her husband have really mastered this garden thing.
okay, you can come back. I'll do
It's-
it.
Yeah.
So wait, do I have a salsa recipe, Grandma? Do you have a salsa recipe?
We have salsas in our books.
There's a salsa recipe.
Yeah, we have many salsa recipes in our books, probably 4 or 5.
They said, hope the deer don't come and eat them. Some sugars are the best. She's got
A
gates.
fence.
A
We
fence.
know
I
we
did
have-
show him. I did
Yeah,
put
show
a
'em
tall
our-
fence.
Yeah,
did
she's
do a
got the
tall
fence.
fence.
so the
She's
deer
put a
don't
tall
come in.
fence around her
Nothing has
property.
been- nothing
Mostly
has
because
been
we have
eaten.
neighbors that have goats.
Yeah.
So the goats were getting in.
Yeah, so-
we kept
Okay,
the
so
goats-
if you have a salsa recipe.
Yes.
of course.
Okay,
We
come
have
over
a
here.
few different salsa
Do you know what
recipes in
page?
book 1 and book 2. No, I'd have to go look up the page.
Well, let's go look it up.
numbers.
We can go look that up for you. But we're going to show you how to make this incredible tomato pasta.
Oh, it
Do you
is.
have
It's
any
so fun.
questions for Aimee with her garden?
I hope not.
Because after we do a live, they're always like, we want more from the garden.
Well, the raspberries are over here, and we're going to do something
we're
the end
making
of the
raspberry
week.
muffins.
Right, raspberry muffins the end of the week, and
That's
then,
a new recipe that is not in the books, and it's yummy.
It
Yeah.
is good.
Especially with the kamut.
and then
Good.
we'll get into Halloween, and we'll get
yeah.
into
We'll get into pumpkin.
Pumpkins. I've got
Pumpkin
pumpkins growing.
and
I've had
Amy-
major success with cantaloupe, actually. My
Oh,
cantaloupe
they
here,
were
I
so
tell you,
good.
it's the best in the world.
They were
it's more
so
friends than
good.
friends.
Yes, it is. And I even have pumpkins growing in my little
do?
garden.
Oh.
Amy's garden
it
dogs
doesn't.
mine.
She lives in the wilderness and there's lots of deer.
Yeah, there's so many deer, and I don't have a tall
Do you have
enough
planter
fences.
boxes?
Okay, do you
If
have
so,
planter? Yeah.
do you change out the dirt? There's an app that my husband uses. I wish I knew, but it tells you what you can't plant the following year in the box. Isn't that awesome? So if you plant
No,
tomatoes in a
it's
box
fine.
one year, it tells you what you should plant next year, so your soil. I'm not an expert. That's why I said don't have me on here. But there is like an app that tells you what you should plant in that area the next year so the soil stays enriched enough for the other. It's not sucking out all the nutrients. Anyways, but I hope that
Okay,
answers your
what
question.
brand? What is this? What brand you do a raised garden? What brand? Oh, what made you? Oh my gosh, sometimes you can't read these, like the comments. What made you do a raised garden? We have kids out here. Just a second. We've got kids that are asking questions. I don't know why she did it. Why did you do a raised garden? We have kids, real life, that are losing it, and we're gonna go.
Why did we do a raised garden? We raised only these just 6 planters, and then the rest we didn't. We didn't raise. Didn't raise a lot of things. We didn't raise clearly the grapes that are growing, but all of this, I tried to grow cantaloupe last year as an amateur. These are honeydew and cantaloupe, and I tried to grow those in a bed last year, but that was silly. That was not good. And a lot of my watermelons are dying off, but I did get some watermelon, but the honeydew and cantaloupe are amazing. So I did not do raised beds in almost, I would say, 3/4 of the garden. 3/4 of the garden is not raised beds. It's only this section right here, and there's only what, Lizzie, 6 of them? Only 6 of them in a raised bed. But it keeps, you can manage the weeds better. Do you have a start spinach by seed to last? No. I don't know. I'll have to read through that and see. But our raspberries we did not do in beds. These are just big long rows that we just cut back as they go. And then our pumpkins are way up there, and the pumpkins are not in raised beds either. So
What
I think
did it
that's
say?
good.
Do you have to start spinach by seed to last through the winter season here in Utah? I just planted kale and chives and green onions to last through Utah winter. Yay.
Oh.
Okay, will you show us the other things besides the boxes, please? Like how she planted beans and raspberries. Do you want to show that really
Wait,
fast?
what was it? What was the question?
She wants you to show the other things that are not in the boxes, like the beans and raspberries.
The beans have died, and I learned that apparently the type of bean that I tried to grow, you have to start it in like March because it needs some cold weather on it. That's what the guy at the garden said. But these are my raspberry rows. We just what do you say? We just made a row. I don't know. I mean, what? How wide would you say this is?
I don't
Maybe a 2 foot wide of dirt, and then we just ran our water across like this. You can see the water run across. Those are our water lines. And we just planted little starts. I bought hundreds and hundreds of starts, which I wish I could have got from a neighbor. So many people say, oh, come get my raspberry starts. No, we had to start, we ordered them. They came in the mail and we just planted them in rows. And then my husband cuts them back and I just pick them and enjoy them.
Okay, oh wow, thanks. I'll have to look for that app. Do you have a drip system then to the water?
Well, this is
On
just...
these ones you do?
Yeah, all these have a drip system. It's just a black hose like anything. And then you see this little, I don't know what they call those, little drips.
Do the
I don't
boxes
know.
have them too?
Yeah, the boxes have the same thing. And they
Okay.
seem to work good. But no, I don't have a solution to your kale growing it through the winter
Is
yet. I
that
feel
metal
like I need
tied to the post?
The metal,
Yes.
the metal is tied to the post.
She can't even answer it that good because her husband, what? Did he do
You
all
guys, my husband did this. I told Lizzie not to go live in the garden, but she
Well,
did.
it's too fun. It's too fun. I don't have a home yet to do a garden, so I think it's interesting. Okay, so let's go over here.
Let's look at some of the skits that we love to collect, you know, produce or whatever. I love the wire basket. Especially, I think tomatoes are great in a wire basket. I also love it for like onions and maybe a pepper, but you can put the pepper in the fridge. Cucumber looks good in there too. These are just really cute little baskets that wherever you're traveling or wherever you're at, start collecting them because before you know it, you'll have a garden and you'll need a basket to put them in.
How long have your raspberries been in the garden?
It's 2 years.
Okay,
Only 2 years.
yeah.
2 years.
2 years, and they'll last for years and
oh,
years.
just a second,
Here's the
Amy.
fresh salsa
Yeah.
recipe.
Yeah, I was going to show this really
Oh.
quick. This is one of our fresh salsa recipes on page 125 in our first book. And this is a great one because we roast the tomatoes in this one. I love this recipe, but there's many others that we can show you as well, easier than even that one. This is what we're going inside to cook right now, our bow tie pasta with cherry tomatoes and fresh basil. So everything that's going in here today is just quality, incredible ingredients. And you can make this in 10 minutes.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so let's go inside.
Let's go inside.
Going inside.
Oh, we've got the kids everywhere. Okay.
Okay, so we've got everything ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn this heat up. Here are the fresh tomatoes from Aimee's garden. So we've mixed the orange with the red, and that's so beautiful. We have 1.5 pounds of these. So we're going to go ahead. They're all sliced.
Yeah. Have you ever canned one of your salsa recipes?
Yes. Actually, that one. Uh-huh.
And I planted San Marzano tomatoes and basil. I think I didn't pick the basil fast enough.
And it's gone to seed.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you do when it's gone to seed? I live in California.
I think you have to start over, don't you? I mean, when it...
I'm not sure.
I know
I'm
that
not
my
sure.
dill I
It
had to
goes
whip out
seed.
when it went to seed.
So let's
But
go
San
ahead.
Marzano
You
tomatoes.
go ahead and add the tomatoes to this. Now, what we want to do is we want to cook our pasta, and our pasta's already cooked over here. So we've just taken it out. We've just taken it out of our boiling water, and we'll get it just a little, we'll put a little more liquid on it so it doesn't stick quite as much. But our pasta's all ready to go. So we have our fresh tomatoes, and we have our 1/3 cup of olive oil, and
Everyone says you have to start over.
about 1/3 cup. Start over on the recipe.
No, seed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
start
you have
over.
to start over.
Yep, start over, Food Nanny.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so we're going to add our capers, and here's our fresh garlic right here. Fresh garlic. Okay, and then we're going to add our fresh basil, which is amazing right here. Look at all of this fresh ingredients. We'll add 15 olives.
Like we're in Italy.
It's as
Transport
good.
us to where?
Oh my goodness.
Florence.
This
We are
is-
now in Florence. Look at this.
It's
This is
so
amazing.
good. And you'll be so shocked that your whole family will eat this. Everyone will eat this meal. And it's so
My
delicious.
kids pick out the olives, but they like everything else.
Hey, as soon as we stir, all we want to really do is heat this through, girls, right? We just want to heat this through. And you heat up the fresh garlic just a little bit. You can leave the garlic out if you don't like garlic, but I would suggest adding everything else. So we're just gonna heat that up, and then we're gonna go over here and grab our fresh cooked pasta bow tie, 1 pound of it. Just gonna add this to all of this incredible goodness. And we're just gonna stir it up. And then to this, we will add our some crushed pepper. If
We
you
love
like that.
All Clad. They're asking what skillet.
Yes, this is.
But
all,
if you can't afford All Clad, I still don't have All Clad. It's that set from Costco that I really love. It has the same look, and I feel like it looks
It's
exact.
Yeah.
It's a
just-
non-stick,
It's just an off-brand,
but
it's-
we love
they're
the.
great.
Okay, what type of olives?
Okay, these are just black olives. Just canned right out of the can. You could use Kalamata to even make it more Mediterranean, because we love Mediterranean food. But this is just about as easy of recipe that you could ever fix for your family, and it's so good. We're gonna add, I didn't get all of the olive oil in there. And the capers, you can't even taste.
Isn't it all and then Clad?
Yes. And then we'll add a little bit of our French salt. Let me grab that. I think for this one, I would prefer the fleur de sel, but if you don't have the fleur de
Show
sel,
them our little fleur de sel thing
just
again.
put it in
Look how cute.
a salt grinder. Get it a little bit, just a little bit, finer. And then we'll add some pepper to this. And then we'll top it with Parmesan cheese.
And the crushed red pepper.
Yeah, I added the crushed red pepper already. And you can add that or not. We won't add, we didn't.
What brand of olives do
we
you
didn't add
use?
too much of it. Today we just used, where did the can go? What was it? Find it. And now we'll just go ahead and add our Parmesan cheese. This is what we used today. And I usually use that brand. Whoops.
They said yum and kids yelling in the background, real life.
It's live. So
This one
that
needs
is
to
our
leave
recipe.
his mom alone.
And then when you can go ahead and put some more Parmesan cheese as you serve this individually, pass it around the table, or just add it
Aimee.
to the top. So that's an amazing recipe. So that's on our meal plan tonight. I hope you'll check out our menu, because we have it up for the next 2 weeks. Delicious, yummy, yummy meals that are going to keep your family coming back for
Keep
more.
enjoying the sunshine before all the summer.
Enjoying, oh my goodness, enjoy
Good
the
weather.
sunshine. Enjoy this dinner tonight with your family. Add our French baguettes to it if you'd like, or Camus bread, or
Maybe they should try eating outside.
yes, it would be so fun to eat
Serve it outside.
tonight. It's still so warm. I know Lizzie will be serving French baguettes with this tonight.
Of course I
Or Camus bread, Lizzie. What else? Maybe would you make some Italian bread if you had time? But I think the
Any
French
of it.
baguettes, any of it, would be even easier. So let's go ahead, Lizzie. Let me get a little dish. I want you to taste this.
Okay.
And if there are no questions, did everyone see how simple that was?
I love this pasta.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
Thanks for the yummy tomatoes, Amy.
You're welcome.
Aimee, the tomatoes.
But what else are we really
Are
talking
going-
about? You know what? Because we're live and we like to catch you up on everything. Is the lighting bad this way? Maybe come more this way. Come over here. Mom, come over here.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna do now 2 lives a week. And then we're gonna try to start incorporating some fast food videos because I guess we're not on the hot trend of the 60-second do your hand videos. So that's why we're going to 2 lives now. So that's gonna be a little different, but we have a new website that's coming up. The newsletter is not totally done yet, but it's gonna be, and it will be like clockwork. Every week you're gonna get a newsletter that will update you, telling you, you know, our meal plan exactly, what we're making, what the lives are gonna be. So it's not like, what is she doing today, or what are they doing? The reason we love to do the lives, we went to that conference this weekend, and something that I feel like we are just trying to do with my mom and I and involving our family is we really are trying to motivate you and show you and make it as real as we can, like the kids running around. This is real life, but anybody can do it, and we want to show that you can make this food, and we think it's more simple when we do the lives, and we love to connect with all of you. So that was our plan.
Could you get a measuring cup? Somebody wants you to measure out how much pasta you would actually eat. So will you get a measuring cup right behind you, Mom?
Okay.
And grab one of those
Well, let
green
me
dishes.
get,
She wants to know how much would you really...
Let me put it on a plate, Amy. Let me just put it on a plate. Or
And
do-
her portion would be different than my portion.
um,
It's all about when you're
No,
satisfied.
Mom, measure it. Measure it. She
Okay,
wants
but
to
I'm
know.
gonna-
First, I'm going to put it on a plate, and then I'll measure. Okay? I'm going to realistically put how much of this I would probably eat. Probably this much with some bread. With some bread. It's so delicious, I might go back for a little bit more.
And I'm gonna eat only this.
So how much is
Not
that?
hardly. Okay, so let's see.
I'm going to
Let's
eat this
see
for
how
a
much
snack.
this is. So the thing about Lizzie and I is what we're trying to do is show you that this can become a lifestyle out of our cookbooks.
Was it gone?
Because we have every kind of recipe and every kind of side and dessert that you'll ever need. And so we're trying to show you even how to make variations in the cookbook. So with the different recipes.
So really, we're here for long term. We hope you stick around. But she's got over 400 recipes, and we'll copy, like we'll redo some of them, but we're gonna change it up. We're gonna add new, like the one this Friday is totally new. So I hope that made sense. Did that make sense, Amy? Any of what I just said?
So this,
I mean, a normal serving size, somebody's saying, is usually
so
a cup.
This was just over a cup that I just measured, just barely over a cup. So that would be perfect to go with some bread or even a little salad on the side if you
Oh
wanted
my
to.
gosh, I guess I got cheese all over my face.
So it.
I
how
clearly
was
don't love it.
How
What?
was it? Was it delicious?
Okay, it was amazing. All right, now join us on our live on Friday. And of course, we'll do stories in between. It doesn't mean that we're going to go away. It's just that that's the new schedule. And we're just learning with...
We're going to try to
We're
do
learning.
some videos because there's some of you that would rather just watch the recipe.
Yeah, not have this long, drawn-out life, which I kind of understand.
So
Anyways,
we understand
okay,
that
Amy,
too.
Okay, come say goodbye, Amy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Don't miss
okay,
me too much.
Bye. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day and keep cooking. Your family is worth it.
Bye.